everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. One team comes in off of victory, the other comes in off of defeat. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Come back. Down. Green, down.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
First carry now for Doug Martin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And Jenkins is a guy in this offense that I know you like to talk about.
Absolutely love to talk about Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His ability to play at any position, whether it's as a wide receiver or as an inline tight end, his versatility, some of the best in the league.
You even gave him the full name there.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins. He is the real deal.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Martin. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Stephon Anthony acclimated quite quickly to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Gabbert. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Richmond.
So now a carry here for their fullback. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing. Gabbert. They set up the screen to Martin. A big play there on the screen pass. 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run for it with Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The play clock's running down. Breeze now on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Levante David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Defense showing blitz. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the cutback to the sideline. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Aguayo on for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, easy.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down following the run.
Ready. I'm waiting.
Breeze to throw on second down. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
We're waiting.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Breeze. Backing up. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Ready. We're waiting.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Into the red zone. It's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Ready? You ready? Easy, opposite. 30%.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They come out here in the eye. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A toss play. This is Martin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here, this is their fullback getting the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Carry here for Charles Sims. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Gabbert from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Floyd out left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brand, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Richmond. Black 22. Black 22.
They'll try to throw here. Gabbert. It's Floyd on the right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Now it's Martin. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Give the tackle to Jarris Boyd there. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run it again with Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, Gabbert completes it over the middle to Floyd. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Gabbert on 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Again, it's Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready, 5-5.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Gabbard on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. One receiver to the left is Evans. Gabbard now to throw on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Floyd. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Reset. Set. Green, the line.
1st down, Gabbard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Aguayo's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Boykin. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So following the interception, here's Gabbard. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When Nick Fairley's on his game, he is your prototypical defensive tackle who can make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
Second down, Gabbard. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And now it's third down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Throwing. Gabbard. And this is caught by Jackson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. One receiver to the left is Evans. Throwing again. Gabbard on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Jelani Jenkins coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Third and long for Gabbard. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We would
rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Snead over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. They start the drive with Martin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused. Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain. They come out here in the eye. They run the counter with Martin. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Third down now following the run. They just do get it off. Now Gabbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football. Here's Jacob Shum now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8.
On second down, here's Breeze. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants. So how do you stop it? A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route. Breeze now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Ready, yellow lady.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Ready, yellow lady.
Now Breeze on third down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, it's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Breeze throwing on second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Ready. Easy, opposite. Got it. 5-5. Ready,
Breeze now on third and goal. That's caught at the 1. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter, you're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. They come out here in the eye. They're running. Ingram denied on fourth and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Gonna be a safety, and the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And this will be taken at the 13. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Yeah, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone with nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Ready, 95-56, Will.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football. But the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Shift together here from the D-line. Sims fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Again, they run with Sims. And he's got some space here. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
53. Ready. 5-9.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go. 5-5. Ready for touch.
Breeze is going to throw. That's caught at the 1. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Doesn't matter who the runner is going to be each week. Defenses get ready to gang tackle. They want multiple people to the ball. They want to make sure they take the proper angles to the runner, make sure there's no place for him to spin out and go what they call through the back door and get away from people. And they want plenty of guys there to hit him, try to knock the ball free, the whole deal. But on that play, the best laid plans did not work.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They pitch it out to Martin. Uses the stiff arm. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And this looks to probably be the final play. They come out here in the eye. Toss play to Sims. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles,